This is your boy, DJ Seven Board Life, trying to get this audio worked out. This thing went nutty, but your boy's in here, and we just wanted to give a quick hello out there to everybody. I hope you're having a good morning, and hopefully we can get this audio straightened out. And we just wanted to give a quick hello out there to everybody. So it seems like the audio is better now. Alright, we're going to kick in here and see what we get. Alright, this is your boy. We in the house. We are in the building. And what I was trying to say earlier, was talking about people has become so afraid of this virus. They become more afraid of it than they are of God, it seems to be. Look, as I was thinking, I've been in a lot of pain the last few days, but as I was thinking, the pain up here is not going to be anything compared to down there. So whatever comes into your mind, just to don't go to church or to have you afraid, the time is not now to back up. And if you got somebody that's talking in your ear and they're telling you something that you know is wrong, and you listen to them, the only thing that's happening is you're taking steps back. And anybody that knows the days that we are living in, we don't need to be taking steps back. We need to be going full force. Like I was speaking about tonight, about pressing out the mark of the high calling, pressing out to get to the point to where you're really trusting God. And what I'm just saying out there is that, look, with all the things going on, don't be afraid. Be humble. Have love for your fellow neighbor, for your fellow brother, for your fellow sister. Trust in Jesus, because He's your only hope. If we hide at home, hoping that everything's just going to go away, it's not going to work. And if we stay at home all the time, sooner or later, we're going to let down. Not just on the faith, but on everything that we've been taught, everything that we know that is right. I don't know about you, but I don't want to go back and get in trouble with God, because, as I said, the time is short, the days are shorter, the devil has a short time to work, and I don't know who I'm talking to, but if you watch this video, I hope you listen and I hope you understand. I may be stronger at some things than I am at others. With this issue with my back, don't think that I don't wrestle with it. I try to don't think that it's anything serious. I don't. I'm just trying to get people to understand, see where I'm coming from. See what the word is coming from. You know, people trying to say there's 3 gods. There's only one God. Trinity is not in the Bible. And I had a sister that texted me tonight. And if she watches the video, she'll know who she is. I want to give a general shout out and salute and God bless to you, because everything that you was telling me on the text was a home run. I mean, everything that you said, I had to agree with it, because the facts are there that proves what you're saying is true. And, if somebody wants to try to make fun of you or any of us, we just got to go on and we got to do what we got to do for the Lord. But in everything that we're seeing going on right now in the world today, the hate, the revenge, and I believe that Black Lives Matter. I really do. But I also want to say I believe all lives matter too. It's just not one thing. And I get where people want to come together, but I mean, if you watch the news, when I seen it was first reported that when the husband and his wife and their little daughter end up running upon one of these groups that's supposedly into Black Lives Matter, and one opened. Well, anyway, they seen the people, and the mother and the father were to turn around in their vehicle, and one of the so-called Black Lives Matter shot with a machine gun, killed an 8-year-old girl. They say, we're standing up for our collar, and then they killed one of their own. Where's the justice in that? And whoever did it, I hope they find them. I hope they pay to the very utmost, because that young girl lost her life because of something that's stupid. You can stand up for your rights, and you can stand up to make a difference without killing people. And, it's not because of what one man does. You can't blame it on everybody else. People, they say, well, you're white, and they say what your forefathers did to us. Look, they're not my forefathers. Don't blame me for their mistakes, for what they did to you, because I won't do what they did. Because, like I said, they're not my forefathers. I would never try to hurt anybody whatsoever. And, I just want people to know this thing, that the killing has to stop. If it doesn't, it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. And the ones that are out there and they think that they are doing the right thing by hurting somebody else, or burning somebody else's business down. Look, that's not what you need to do. And what I've seen happen to lots of young people over the past month, especially, is it's been terrible. What I seen, what that one man did to George Floyd, I don't know if I could ever get that out of my mind, out of my head, of what he did to him. But what that one man did, well, let's just say all three of them or all four. Gotta put the blame on all of them. But what they did, you can't make everybody pay for their hate, for their I don't know, they just didn't seem like they had a lack of love. They didn't have anything like that. And if they had children, and I know he had a wife, he says he loves them, and he could do it to another fellow human being. He don't know what love is. People come so much against the KKK over the many years. And, and there's still groups like that out there. And I hope they are eradicated. But I don't care if you're Chinese, Japanese, and you go doing the same thing that the KKK is doing. You're just another version of the KKK. Just not on the same side. Hate will not win. Revenge will not win. Violence will not win. I hear people talking about that we should shred the Constitution. Without the rule of law, our society, if you think it's breaking down now, you haven't seen anything. Because it don't matter who you are then. If the rule of law is broken, what if they come after your daughter or after your son or wife? You need to think about these things. You need to think before you speak. I do a lot of different videos. I lose some, I get some. And, that's just the way it goes. But, I can't have a pity party over that. What I have to do is I have to do my thing. And my thing is to tell you the truth. Trust in Jesus. Don't let what's on the outside affect you on the inside. Because if you do, it'll tear you apart. It will tear you apart. It'll not only affect your mind, it'll affect you in every way. It'll affect how you feel. You'll have more depression, more panics. All these things happen. And look, it's not been easy. And I'm really proud of the ones that don't always wear masks. And here's my point. Why I should not be made or demanded to wear a mask. Because they said, well, if you wear the mask, it'll protect others. Alright, let's just go there. I want to have respect for you. You want to wear a mask, you wear a mask. I don't want to wear a mask. So, the best thing is, I'll respect you. I won't come close to you. You respect me. You don't come close to me. It works out good for everybody. And you're going to have the ones that's going to complain about it. But, masks are not the answer. And I can't believe how many people are promoting this stuff. And, and maybe that's why I don't have a big following, because how I feel and how I believe in the system. The system's broken when it comes to law enforcement, but the system cannot be broken down when we need unity within the church. And the longer you stay out of church, the harder it is to go back. The harder it is to shake the fear that the devil's putting upon you. With this bike issue, I have all kinds of things that comes into my mind. Some's not too bad, some's worse. And I'm not going to sit here and try to start trying to figure out what the problem could be, because I'm not claiming anything. I'm just claiming to be healed. And if I have to end up going to the doctor, I do. But right now it feels good. And, I just got to believe in that. I got to trust in that. And I got to stay strong on that. And I'm not trying to tempt God, and I'm not trying to say this is faith. Nah, it's not what I'm doing. What I'm doing is I'm hard-headed. I don't want to go to the doctor. But I may have to. But my point is that I'm making, you get scared because you get sick. And then when something comes up, then you start calling out on God. God help me, God heal me. What if God says, I'm not going to heal you if you don't go to church? If you don't serve me to the best of your ability, I'm not going to heal you. What if he says you're going backwards instead of forwards, and he's disappointed in you? Boy, I know many a times God's been disappointed in me. But you know something? He's never left me. Not one time has God ever left me. I may have failed him miserably at times, but I'm still here. I'm still holding on. And, so many things comes into your mind sometimes, and your mind can really play tricks on you. So, when I try to do things, I try not to do it in a way that it's going to make like I'm trying to pressure you, or trying to go back and try to make what you're saying is a lie. Because there is, a mandatory in West Virginia. It's just that a sister was telling me about, she's in this big church. Everybody is way more than 6 feet apart. And according to what our governor said, if you can stay social distanced, you don't have to wear the mask. And they're saying that the pastor and others in the church are now going to start passing out masks. They're going to pass out anything. They need to pass out Bibles. Because evidently people are not reading them. And, it's easy to say I'm not quitting, or I'm not going to give up on God. It's easy to say that. But it's when you stand up and prove it, not to me, not to anybody else, but you prove it to God. And I'm just one man. I'm not Superman. I'm not even close to God. But But I know I'm still a soldier in the army of the Lord. Everyone out there don't like my videos. A lot of them don't, because a lot of mine is religious. But you know something? I'm not embarrassed to put out religious videos. Not at all. I put out gaming videos. I put out sports videos. That's just who I am. What if I would do the same thing and unsubscribe to your channel just because I didn't like everything you put down? You know, I've joined and I've followed the LDBC for a long time now. And so many of my friends come on there, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to yours. And I do that. I've got a lot of people I'm subscribed to. I'm not talking about like ticket. No, I'm not talking about the main ones. I'm talking about your friends. What if I was to have me and the other ones to unsubscribe to you? I know you don't think I know who you are, because it shows. And, it hurts me, because to me, you talk to me as your friend. You talk to me nice, but it's not proven by your actions. So, you don't like me for who I am and what I am. But one thing I know is, I thank God that He does. I don't have to change how I look or change how I dress to please Him. I can dress up real sharp, suits and ties and all these things, but that's just not me. And, but if we can't even have unity, whether it's on YouTube, within the church, wherever it is, we're not going to survive. We're not going to make it. Because violence is not the answer. And I hope that anybody that does watch this video, listen to me. Violence is not the answer. I would not use violence against anybody. Now I'm looking at you, and if you look back at me, would you try to use violence on me to where I had to defend myself? Would you? Because of the way I look, my collar. Would you? Or would you be a good friend and stand up for me as I would stand up for you? I don't care who you are. I will defend my friends. I don't have to see you. I don't have to know you. I would defend you. Just as I would defend the honor of God. And anybody that's in our church, I'll defend you as much as I would defend anybody else. But you have to make a choice sooner or later what the outcome is going to be. And like I said, if you got the devil whispering in your ear to go back and do things that you know is not right, look, I'm not going to judge anybody, whether they wear a wig. Maybe a guy wears a toupee. Maybe somebody dyes their hair. There's a lot of things that I can come up with. I'm not going to judge anybody on that, or make your hair short. But what I'm saying is this, is when I hear somebody tell me that God told them this and God told them that, and then they go back and end up doing it anyway, that lets me know that they are listening to somebody else instead of listening to what God has to say. And before we get out of here, I just want to say, trust in the Lord. He will always renew your strength. Trust in Him to heal you, to bless you, and quit trying to live forever. I'm sorry, we can't live forever, and I know we get scared of things, but we have to do what God wants us to do, and He'll add that addition of life. This virus, it's not for a child of God. This is for the people that don't want to serve Him. They'll say, well, people in churches are getting it. Well, how do you know that church is doing the right thing? They say that you go to church and the preacher steals the money from your hand. But the whole time, people are begging money to support their channel. So why can't a preacher ask for you to support his church? It's no difference. But anyway, as we get ready to bust out of here, I just want everybody to know that we're praying for you. We're looking for better things to come. And I just hope that you just don't listen for a minute and turn around. Because I know that I was starting to reach other people that was non-believers. And now I'm not hearing anybody of that sort. Don't let people tell you what is and what isn't. Trust in God because He's real. And I wish that I had some big, brilliant speech that I could tell you and be able to say the exact words that would change your mind about serving God. But anyway, we're going to bounce out of here. I'm your boy, DJ7 for Life. Also, follow me on Twitch, Viper King 737. We've been really doing some good gaming down there. We're going to be doing videos down there too. But like I said, join us on Twitch, Viper King 737, and that's a good platform. I've even checked out D Live. That's a good platform too. But it's like I said, come join us anytime that you can, because this is your boy saying you have a good day, have a good night, stay blessed, stay safe. This is your boy DJ7 for Life saying salute